We fall in love. I wanna hold you in my arms forever. Shelter you from the storms. Whenever we have a situation, I'll send you my location. Won't you come over for this moment of a lifetime? Oh, your sweet love, the kind of love you only can dream of. Never had enough. Girl, you don't need to shop on a star to find a girl like you. Black skin, brown eyes, and hair natural too. Every man deserves a queen like you. When we touch the road, all eyes on you. I've never been perfect. Till I make me feel insecure, yeah. I think love needs to speak. Two hearts joined that were meant to be. You only can dream of. Never had enough. Let the sun shine on your face. Well, I feel this warm embrace. Keep a smile on your face. The time is takes me to another place. You're my eternal candle lit, the warmer of my quick wit. Soon, yeah. You only can dream of. Never had enough. Oh, your sweet love. The kind of love you only can dream of. Never had enough.
Day makes it look like this, isn't it? What a beautiful day we have. A beautiful rising. Say thank you. Say thank you. Say thank you. I've had a word. I've had a word. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for. Beautiful day, beautiful day. Let the peace just come through you right now. Welcome to the Blacknificent Show here on GalaxyFOE.net. Powers and strength to you, my brothers and sisters out there who are listening right now here to the Galaxy FOE.net.
They say there is not such a thing as perfection. Either my eyes are lying to me, or the voices which once said it. Because to me, you are the epitome of perfect, the integrity and lovely body, the way in which you hold me. And my loyalty is my guarantee. Your spiritual growth as beautiful as it ever could be. And your Priority of love over any other thought is how God said it should be. So what do you mean to me? Yeah. Sent from the Creator, you have me in my best behavior. You're the closer thing to my Savior. If anyone makes you ever think different, just quit, cause they talking bullshit. You're my eternal candle lit, the warmer of my quick wit. Soon, DNA mix like your acrylic, scent of essential oils in the air. You waited a long time, and it's unfair. Surely nothing will compare. Marriage, my dear, a ring and a ceremony, never to ever again to be lonely. You must have forgotten the pen to words. That's absurdly what you read and heard. Ah, ah, and if anyone makes you ever think different, just quit, cause they talking bullshit. You're my eternal candle lit, the warmer of my quick wit. Soon, DNA mix like your acrylic paint, scent of essential oils in the air. You waited a long time, and it's unfair, but surely nothing will compare. My hair, a ring in the ceremony, never to ever again to be lonely. You must have forgotten my words. It's absurdly what you read and heard. Ah, 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 ah.
Welcome. How are you?
I made a song to find my way back to your heart. Give me a chance. Just believe you used to believe. All right. Used to believe in you, baby. Show away. There was a time not long ago we had each other's hand, take tucked away. Then came the fury of another's lost and lonely heart to test our faith, our faith. Down for the stress and strain, just like a hurricane, to shake the inner core of our love. Then came the stress and strife. We were living someone else's lives. Our love just didn't feel the same way. You used to believe in me. Yeah. Used to believe in me. Still believe. If I was willing to take the way to prove the man I am, 'cause I was wrong. A moment of weakness and I cheated, but that could never break our love so strong, baby. Spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical. Forms the inner core of our love. Please don't make one mistake. Create a permanent heartbreak. And take the time will mend our wounded hearts. You used to see, baby. Used to believe, baby. I still believe. I still believe. Spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical forms the foundation of our love. Please don't make one mistake. Create a permanent heartbreak. And take the time will mend our wounded hearts. Just believe in your future, baby. You used to believe. Now, please believe, yeah, baby. Ooh.
Isis. Isis, the great enchantress, the mistress of magic, and the embodiment of the divine feminine, is one of the most beloved and influential deities in the ancient Egyptian pantheon. Isis is typically depicted as a beautiful woman wearing a throne-shaped headdress, which symbolizes her role as the queen of the gods and the patron of royalty. She is often seen holding the Ankh, the key of life, and the lotus staff, a symbol of resurrection and regeneration. In her most iconic representation, Isis is shown with her wings outstretched, a posture that symbolizes her role as a protector and a nurturer. This imagery is often associated with the myth of Osiris, where Isis used her wings to fan life back into her deceased husband. Isis is also closely associated with the star Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. The annual rising of Sirius coincided with the flooding of the Nile, a life-giving event that the Egyptians attributed to Isis's magical powers and her tears of mourning for Osiris. As the goddess of magic, Isis is often depicted with various magical implements, such as the sistrum, a musical instrument used in her rituals, and the tayad, a knotted amulet that symbolizes her magical power and her ability to protect and heal. In her temples, daily offerings were made to her statue, which was treated as a living embodiment of the goddess. These offerings included food, drink, clothing, and cosmetics, all of which were believed to please and sustain Isis.
It's the time for love when the mood is feeling right and the kids are sleeping alright. Wherever you can meet time under the stars at night, where people in love. Oh, on Saturday night, we go to the blues side. Everybody's feeling nice, dancing with all their minds until the broad daylight, where people in love. Some people dance with each other across the room floor. The young ones dance on the wall. But me and you can come dance slowly inside. Time for love when the mood is feeling right. Oh, then it's been very stride. When you hurt me tight, until the bright daylight, people in love, people. Ooh, where people, the stars are shining bright, and everybody's feeling nice. Seven people, where people in love, people in love, people in love.
Boy, the message right now, the message right now. How can we find peace in all this madness we're going right now? We've been here before. We have been here before, dragged into ways of thinking that the world is going to end. We're coming in sudden destruction and all them things there. It is, yeah, and the reason why I'm using that, the reason why I'm using that is because every other person that you're talking to right now, they refer back to a place of where they were told these things were going to be happening. They told that these type of things will be happening, right? Like they had a philosophical premonition. They had a philosophical premonition. But Eva, due to the foolishness and the how can I say the degradation of society, this is what has happened. They lost their focus. They lost their way. They didn't have their way in the first place, but anyhow, they lost their way, and this is the results of what's happening right now. Obviously, those who have sense, obviously know that this is not the right way that we have to go. Unfortunately, there are rules of engagement which they want to go and ponder and posture through. And at the same time, as they ponder and posture through these rules of engagement, this is what happens. This is exactly what happens when you now follow the rules. You now follow the laws of nature or nurturing, that you start lose your way. And I'm glad that there are so-called depictions of natural earth movements right now that is saying there must be a cleansing of this place. If you want to take that on, if you want to take it on, take it on. But the fact is that the earth itself is a living organism. If you feel, say, you can change the tide, the flowing tides of its evolvement and development, by all means try. But what will happen is that just like water, it will find another path. It will find another path. Unfortunately, those who are supposed to be held accountable never seem to be held accountable for anything in our damn life, which is a shame, a real shame. Because we know, sir, if that was the case, life would be completely different. If life was fair, it would be a totally different story that we would be discussing right now. Yeah? So let's make some sense out of their nonsense. Welcome to the Blacknificent Radio Show. Yeah.
Need a nigga help with shit, stay to myself. You can call a nigga selfish then. Counted bread by myself with my selfish ass. I'm in the building. Feeling like I'm 10 feet tall. My soul be talking to you, baby, hear me out. Elevator top flow, ding, let me out. I ain't bringing up nobody that done let me down, that done let me bleed. I ain't fucking with nobody, nigga, let me be. I ain't trying to suffocate, so baby, let me breathe. And if you don't want me here, then baby, let me leave. Hey, 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 hey.
At the top of the hour, we shall be having our midday meditation. Up to that point there, let's have a little review of what's happening for us right here in this day of of July. Okay, on the what we at the 10th. Wow, 10th day, the 10th day so far of July. Been very busy. It's been very busy. All right, showtime. Yes, was able to go and see Black Uhuru. I think I mentioned it last strong as well, didn't I? Did I? Did I? I'm sure I did. I mentioned it last strong that I went to see Black Uhuru. Right, some reminiscing of some past past music, and then when you're doing that reminiscing, just like in the meditation, there you'll take that space to, you know what, this is where we are. This is where we are right now, and you just give thanks. Just give thanks to the day. Give thanks to the day, because if you really have an analytical look at like your past, how many times could you and would you say, you know what, I gotta write this stuff down. I've got to write it down, because if I don't, then it's just gonna pass me by. And that's what we have to do. This is what you have to do. You have to document these things, right? I see some new flash ups come up, and they're saying, "Oh, what message would you give to your children?" and things like this. And we should take advantage of this. Make it a regular thing to just even document your day, the good points, the points that you found difficult. Because yes, and I feel that a lot of our future, or the new generation that's coming through, right, will be looking at these things as references, because it's going to be extremely difficult for them to rebuild from zero. They're going to be part of a society that is rebuilding from zero in a lot of cases, right? They're going to be thrown into a space of where they don't know people. They haven't grown with these people. And overnight, they've been displaced from their homes for one reason or another. And it seems like the whole world is starting to be that way. The whole world is being displaced, voluntarily, financially, or through some kind of oppressive society that for some reason won't allow you to live in your peace, your freedom. So what do? We become nomads. Nowhere, no man, no woman can go anywhere, and we're just left alone to just roam this earth. Just left alone until you comply with somebody or something, you know, and it might not even be within you, because I've seen it. You go to these different places, and their predominant teaching, ethos of teaching, or religiosity, if that's a word. Their teaching would be the most dominant thing of that region. And when you're looking at what the results of that regions are, right? There's a massive oppression. And they use it as a whipping stick against their own people. Massive cleansing, ethnic cleansing, financial cleansing, whatever way you want to look at it, is happening right now. It's happening right now in certain regions as well. Be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared to do what you need to do. I know that it can be challenging. I know that it can be a case of that, wow, if this happens to me now, if this happens to me right now, what am I going to do in my future, for my future? What am I going to do for my children's future and their children's future? Yeah. And as we know, there's a tendency towards a certain lifestyle that does not take that into consideration. Why? Because if they are true to that choice of life, means that production of life will cease. They will cease to exist. They will cease. There will be no more. There will be no more further generations of productivity. That's how it go. No more productivity. No, that's a choice. That's their choice. If they want to go do that, and their existence right there, so. But also, what about those who do? They want to live. They want to live in a peaceful place, somewhere where they're not judged. But yet, this is what is happening, and that is what's happening all around. See, all of them foolishness there. You know how this thing can be, man. You know how this life can be. We take it on like a pinch of salt at times, but at other times we need to take these things serious and make joke out of whatever is happening as well, because if we really take it on, they wouldn't be able to stand up to us in how we actually look at life and make the sacrifices that are necessary. Make the sacrifices that are necessary for all of us to live in a harmonious way. They wouldn't do it. They would not do it in any way whatsoever. Telling you, it's a hard decision that we have to make right now. But we live in peace and harmony with each other and with all those around us. Yes? Let's do that on a regular basis for ourselves. Analyze where, make the moves, make the changes, put up the defense that is absolutely necessary for us to live into and with right now. Let's go into our midday meditation this strong here on the galaxy of Hawaii.
Let's go higher in our consciousness. Let's go higher, higher consciousness. Let's go higher in our consciousness. Let's go higher. Time's come for me to change the way I think, to change the way I feel, for me to go beyond what everybody thinks. Everybody says it's for real. Today I take a step into a time and space of peace and possibility. And here I'm gonna stay until I find my true divinity. Higher consciousness. Let's go higher. Inner consciousness. Yeah. Higher consciousness. Let's go higher. Inner consciousness. Let's go higher. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step and one idea. I'm moving on to know what's coming next. I've been close, getting near me to just everything. Unite all reality between what earth and heaven brings. I am the I am the we. Yeah, I am consciousness. Let's go higher. Higher. Consciousness. Yeah. Let's go higher. Higher. Consciousness. Let's go higher. Going into consciousness. Yeah. Let's go higher. Higher. As I say, there is no sky. Consciousness. Come on, let's go higher. You can go consciousness if you want to. Let's go higher. Let's go higher. Higher consciousness. Let's go higher. You know that takes one step, one idea. Let's go higher. Let's go higher consciousness. Let's go higher. Let's go higher. And higher consciousness. Let's go higher. Let's go higher. Is the place.
Don't let that thing, don't let it pass you by, you know. Don't let life pass you by. If that's the way how life is, that's the way how life can be.
This world rest upon your shoulders. You come around and sing this song. Yeah. Let's write a song like David would play on his harp. When you say you love, it must be from your heart. Oh yes, we need justice now, so let's all make a start. I say, equality is not just talk. We can save humanity. Da 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 da. We can save humanity. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come together, you and me. Come together, my people. Oh Lord. Man sees his hopes and aspirations crumbling before his face. Yet he knows not where he's drifting to. But the light of this world, it rests upon your shoulders. Sing along. Sa-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. He can save you. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Together, you and me. Cause together, you and me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Da 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 la la. Yeah. All human beings on the earth was created equal. I and I must build this community. Stand up for justice and righteousness, yeah. I'm gonna be come tell them where I want. A judge commandment we defend every day. Let's write a song like David would play on his harp. Come again. When you say you love, it must be from your heart. Yes, we need justice now. Let's all make a start. I say equality is not just talk. We can save humanity. We can save humanity. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come together, you and me. We can save humanity. People of this world have courage and no sexual living. Fear not the evil one, for he can take control now. Lion of Judah, he breaketh every chain. So come along, yeah. Come along, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
You're in tune to the midday meditation here on the galaxy of Hawaii.net. Go on, Narita. Talk to them. Talk to them.
I find myself in times of trouble. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. And in my hour of life, she's standing right in front, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Spoken words of wisdom. And with broken-hearted people in the world of peace, there will be an answer. Let it be. Oh, oh, baby, the man that she there will be an answer. Let it be. The night is cloudy. There is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow. Let it be. I wake up to the sound of you. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom.
Powerful tune that, isn't it? Aretha Franklin, you know. One of my all-time great tunes, this one as well. Beresford Hammond. Step through and tell them how it is.
Just like the rising morning sun. My thought of you has just begun. There's no space for anything, only me and you, and the joy my poor heart brings. I know it will be true. Cha 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 chiva on a lovely day. Cha 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 chiva. And when I think of you sometimes, I wish the memories in my mind never fade away. And if I say I love you now, know it will be true. Let's start a brand new world and let it grow for me and you. Cha 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 chivo, all the love day. Cha 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 chivo, never fade away. Whoa. All the love, yeah. And when I think of you sometimes, I wish the memories in my mind. If I say I love you now, know it will be true. Let's start a brand new world and let it grow for me and you. Cha 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 chivo, all the lovely day. Cha 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 chivo, hope it never fades away. Like the rising morning sun on a lovely day. My thought of you is just begun, never fade away. There's no space for anything, only me and you, and the joy my poor heart brings. Know it will be true, yeah. On a lovely day, I hope it never fades away. That you was like heaven, it's a blessing that you can't deny. Girl, I love you. I'm a man. I just wanna tell you just how I feel about you. I'm so in love with you. No one above you. You could never be replaced. No, I can't live my life without you now. That you was like heaven. It's a blessing that you came to my life. And I'm so satisfied. Oh, no, girl, I love you. I'm really down for me. That's why I'm riding with you. How if I find someone like you? Baby.
Here we are.
I never wanna lose it. Let you down. That you was like hell, yeah, that's a blessing, yeah. My life, I'm satisfied, baby. Oh no, you're a special part of me. That's why I love you, baby. That you was like, hey, yeah, the place, yeah, yeah. My life, satisfied, baby. Nobody else for no, nobody else. Yeah. You're a special part of me. That's why I love you, baby. That you was like heaven. It's a blessing that you came to my life. And so satisfied. I need your love more than you ever know. If there's something you'd like of me, then please let me know. I know every moment of every day. Just promise me one thing, yeah. You'll never go astray. They get even crazy for and you might just read me wrong. Oh, yes, you know. You're the one who keeps me wrong. I need love. more than you ever know. If there's something you don't like about me, then please tell me now. You always and just promise me one thing. You'll never go astray. When the pressure gets too hard, there's no one to turn to, and I see you. That smile, so reassuring, yes. This I want you to know. I love more than you ever know. It's my attitude, but baby, yeah. Just let me know. I want you always. I want you always. Every moment of every day. Just promise me one thing, yeah. You'll never ever go astray. Never, 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 never go astray. I want to stay alone.
Yes, boy.
Be still. Be still. Be still, my people, be still. For the devil is rising, he wants us to do his will. That feeling of a sweet anger, he wants to divide and conquer. So be still, my people, be still. Be still. Be still. Oh, baby. Be still, my people, be still. For the devil is rising, he wants us to do his will. That feeling of a sweet anger, he wants to divide and conquer. So be still, my people, be still. There is good, there is God in the hearts of everyone. By the way that we dance, you know it's understand. Oh, the running up and down won't help in this time. You have to be positive in all night. Chill, my people, be still. Oh, now. Be still, be still. For the devil is arising, he wants us to do his will. I feel of a sweet anger, he wants to divide and conquer. So be still, my people, be still.
There is good, there is God in the heart of everyone. By the way that we place, you know she's understand. Oh, the running up and down, tapping this time. We all got to be positive in our life. She's my people, be still. Be still, my people, be still. For the devil is arising, he wants us to do his will. By filling our hearts with anger, he wants to divide and conquer. Jesus, my people, be still. Oh, 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 oh. To love my people. Oh, oh, be still, my people. Chill out, oh yeah. Be still, be still. Oh, as we reach to the end of our midday meditation this strong on the Blacknificent show, I want to say thank you for all those who are in the listening and those who are participating. And I do encourage you all. I do encourage you all to just have that time for your space, right? As I say, I don't share a guided meditation because I like to. If we're gonna do a guided meditation, I don't want you to get into that trance state that you possibly be doing something that you shouldn't be doing, because you have to be safe while you're doing this type of thing. I know that we're all responsible people here, right? But also for those who are not so let's say familiar with these practices, I don't want to be responsible for anybody harming themselves. So hence, that's why I don't do a guided meditation. But there are plenty of sites where you can go and get a guided meditation, right? But the best ones, obviously, is learn how to script your meditation, right? And then you can personalize it and make adjustments to whatever. But it's a thing that is used as a tool for self-improvement, self-balancing, right? It was mentioned earlier on another platform that a person was thinking about doing this guided meditations, right? And I'm going to say to that person, please, please, please go out there and do it, right? Just like what we're doing here, we're broadcasting live and we're just getting the essence of what is possible within that space to do some thoughtful, mindful, focus, choice of material is around what's possibly happening today, things that has come up in my mind and others, just in the listening to others as well, and even for that. But obviously, use it as a space for you to balance yourself first. Okay, right. Now that we've prepared ourselves and cleared our minds and balanced ourselves to empower, let's be in the space of receptivity, and let's hear some words of wisdom. Right? Let's hear some words of wisdom. And this is one of the persons that I regularly check in on because the material that has been shared by him and his followers has been very, very inspirational, right? Very, very inspirational and timely as well. And this one here is by Moji, right? That is Moji, Moji, right? Now, what I want you to do, right, is just listen to what it is. And if it's something that resonates with you, make note of it. Make note if it's something that's going to impact you or can impact you, it could be useful for you, right? And just go ahead and embrace the teachings, what you have learned for yourself. So Without further ado, let's go into our ancestral voices this strong, and we're going to be bringing in this practitioner of the teachings of philosophical mindfulness teachings, right? And the subject that was covering here was be at peace even with a chaotic mind. So we're going to come in halfway into the conversation.
Still be part of you? Yes, you'll be there. It's okay. But less and less influential. Less and less influential. Less and less important. Because the nature of the being is that it is self-content.
Well done.
Does it mean that,
Well done.
I mustn't like flowers because I'm the unique, I'm ultimate, I like flowers? No, all this is natural for us. You want to dance, haha. In fact, you probably do it even more better now because you're not trying to be good at it. It's just arising out of your joy, whatever is happening. So one who is awake, you will not hear them cursing somebody or having strong opinions about something because they've seen that opinions are very fickle and they merely make you miserable. They have a choice to work with it more, let it go. In fact, this is what everyone is doing. We are wanting an experience, having it, and then letting it go. You have to let it go, because if you keep holding on, you feel it starts to become miserable. You have to let it go. And actually, at some point, we recognize the greatness of just being detached from things, not killing them, but becoming less attached to them. When you're less attached to them, you discover what you are already. You continue just to notice that mind is coming. Of course, mind is also a wonderful aspect of ourself. All that we experience, the diversities in life, the beautiful sunsets, that lovely piece of pizza, whatever. Enjoy. There's nothing wrong. So, oh, thou shalt not enjoy pizza because now you're a free person. That's nonsense. They will be enjoyed, but they will be momentary. And when they go, you will not cling. That's the nature of a natural life. Not saving up things to be happy with for a long time. You are the happiness that you are enjoying. As you discover this, I don't want to talk in detail too much. I think my pointing is simple enough. All that is required is to follow it. Try it out for yourself. Taste and see. In the Bible is something wonderful, a sentence I remember. It says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Simple words, no? Like a child, you can say, taste the ice cream and see if you like it. Yes, very nice. It says, taste what? This guidance, this looking, this contemplation, and see not if the Lord is good. You will find. Where's the Lord? Lord, see, do you like that? No, here. In the heart of your heart. Now, maybe your attention is drifting a little bit now. But I have pointed a very simple thing. This pointing has always been in the world, but the world is not in it. There are some beings who have seen your faces for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, still fighting with the mind. Sometimes I will make a certain contemplation, and some people listen and they say, I think it's a bit too advanced for some people right now to be giving out. Might say that just a little bit. It's okay. Like maybe it's too much for the mind, the way people are thinking. I say, have you yourself digested this? Maybe we have to go back to basics. because I have not found anything that I've shared that I want to throw away. In fact, if you understand just this little thing, you'll find that you don't need any other little thing, or that any other thing is just another version of this little thing. If there's 100 doors in your journey of self-discovery, and I tell you, any one of them you can take. The blue door, pink door, brown door, mauve door, glass door, wood door, anyone you can take. But why? Why is the brown and why is the blue? Just to suit you. Because on the other side is the same place, you will find. That's how generous the Lord of the universe is. In accordance with the temperament which it created within each form, follow your temperament, but follow earnestly, and you will find me, say. Now I point a very simple thing. Sometimes the mind will probably go, listen, this is too easy. It's not exciting. Listen, I was watching one comedian, they were telling me, it came just now, I don't know why, it's like this. He was saying that his sister, they loved watching television all the time. So there's one show in England about crime, what the police and crime and trying to catch criminals and so on. And it was called Crime Watch. And so he was telling his sister, he says, what about your favorite program, Crime Watch? She says, I don't watch it anymore. It's not as good as it used to be. It's not as good as it used to be. What did it mean? We're not catching enough criminals, or there's too many? I don't know what it means. It means that whatever you find to be so interesting at some point, you'll not be interested in it. Can the self be the same? Well, if we are strongly attached to our mental idea of ourself, even the realization of the self will not be interesting for you. It will just seem like another thing for a while. And this is fine, because thankfully, I don't have a commission to go and change the world. There's one called Bodhisattva. He says, as long as there's ignorance in the world, he will not enter nirvana until everybody else has gone in, and then I'll come in and close the door. I said, thank you, Mr. Bodhisattva. See you later, okay? Find the truth you are. Do not delay, because man will tell you, I'm coming. As though you can find something better. So, I know it's great. I know it's wonderful. I know it's eternal. I know that everything is perfect, but I'm coming. So the manifestation is God's joke. In a way. Who is God? He's here in everyone. He is there. Not absolutely, but also absolutely. Find another book. The one who understands this is saying, I'm not only free of bondage and liberation. But I thought that's what you're talking about, Reggie. He's saying, I'm not only free of bondage, I mean, in the mind and all this stuff, I'm free also of liberation. But how can you be free of liberation? Liberation means to be free. means I'm free of the obsession with and the concept of liberation. I'm free beyond the concept of freedom. Strange or it's okay? Okay, let's try another one. I'm not only free of purity and impurity. I'm not only free of purity and impurity, but I thought we want to be pure, no? He says, I'm free even of the sense of purity and impurity. Why he says purity and impurity? Of the interrelated opposite. I'm free of bad and good. I'm not only free of separation and union, but I thought we were supposed to be harmony and union. So I'm free of these things. I'm free of them as they appear in the mind. That's what he's speaking. Understand? He says, I am freedom itself. I am everywhere like space. I'm going to part there for a moment, okay? Just this bit. I'm not only free of desire, I'm free of desirelessness also. Are you with me? I'm not free of bondage. I'm free of even freedom. Still with me? Okay. I'm not even just free of the sense of separation because I feel so separate. No, I'm not free of separation. I'm free of union also. Union. But we want to be united. So I'm free of these interrelated opposites. He says here, I'm freedom itself. Don't put too many things on the words. I'm freedom itself. I'm everywhere like space. Can I just talk a little bit about this? Because the last sentence, we can even be, yes, I check with you. I'm not only free of purity and impurity. Okay, Guruji, I got you. I'm not only free of bondage, I'm free of liberation. I got you. Okay? Not only free of separation, I'm free even of the sense of union. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm freedom itself. Yeah, Guruji, I'm with you. I got you. I'm everywhere like space. You got me? I'm everywhere like space. Now, could you say that again, Guruji? I'm everywhere like space. Why everywhere like space? I mean, what does it mean? I thought I'm just here, listening with you. I'm up there as well too? Yes, but not as a person. If you're understanding with the mind, all those statements are telling you, I am free from bondage and liberation as concepts in the mind. I'm free of myself as a person also. I'm free of being the good person and the bad person. Yes, okay, with you. I'm freedom itself. I thought you had to be free of something, like freedom itself. What is freedom itself? I'm everywhere like space. Well, now we see it like poetry, Guruji. It's a koan or something. Because who can be everywhere like space? I need to go back to Brazil. Can I just be there like space? So that's incorrect understanding. What is there without traveling? And can this be answered only in the mind to your satisfaction? How to verify what here is called the Avaduta, Dattatreya is speaking. How to verify. I'm going to tell you again. I just did already also. How is everywhere, but I'm everywhere like space. That doesn't seem a reasonable thing to say. He must be making some kind of metaphor. How can you be everywhere? And if you're listening like that, it's because you have captured yourself in the shape of the person you imagine yourself to be. Oh, so I can be everywhere? No. You can't be everywhere. You're right here, sitting on that yellow cushion. Then why does he say I can be everywhere like space? When you continue to look and see, yes, this can be seen. Yes, my idea of myself also is seen. Ooh, yes, yes. My body also is seen somehow. There's a seeing which is not done only by these eyes in your head. Perceiving doesn't rely only upon the eyes or on the senses, on a deeper seeing in which anything perceivable, even imagined things, subtly manifest and are perceived. That which perceives them, can that be perceived? These are questions for now. This is not homework. Whatever I'm speaking with you now must be here now also. Because it says it's beyond time. It's not limited. Don't try to be everywhere, first of all. I'll let you off, okay? Don't try to be everywhere. Don't try and go, don't try to be everywhere in this way. It doesn't mean that. What does it mean? I'm everywhere. If I am not the person I imagine myself to be, if I'm not even, as a fact, I'm not even the body, because this body, I say it's my body, this body does not know me. This body does not know. If I'm unconscious somewhere in the body, I'm unconscious, and somebody goes, is anybody called Muji in here? This body's not going to say, it's not going, it doesn't know you. Your body doesn't know you. Your body is not you. It is you may call it your temple, it's a lovely word, or your instrument, or just your body. It's your body. Your means, if I say mine or yours, these are possessive terms, means that belongs to me. My body was so exhausted. My body, not me. Can you understand what I'm speaking here now? My body. My eyes, my right eye is seen about, I would say 85% good seeing. My left eye is about 30. What sees seeing? And the capacity to see. My right ear is very, I can hear that, but my left ear, it's hardly coming. What is even aware of the capacity of the ears or the mind to hear through the ears even, you see? My hearing, my sight, my relationship has fallen apart. My life is over. My life, not me. My house, my family, not me. My faith, my religion, my prime minister, my home, my passport, not me. Who is me? And all these things can be lost. You say, my loss. Who is me? Who is I? That which is aware. But is even aware taken to be itself as the one who lost something. But is this clear? How can it be clear? Not just clear in the mind as an idea, but cleared out as a strong belief. I will finish where I started. Whatever you can perceive, and you know it is not stable. It is not the truth. That which is aware of instability or even stability, that one is beyond them. That is true. That is true. Is that a truth that something believes? No, it is truth. I am here at the place of truth. If I'm asking you to believe this, I'm not really asking you to believe it. I'm asking if this is clear for you. How can it become more clear? By keep sitting and looking. If you have this much attentiveness and yearning, because even as I speak, the nature of truth is that when it meets the sense of the untruth will resist it. Some of you may start to feel very tired right now. It's still only just after 4 o'clock. You may feel like I want to go to bed, or even I just can eat a sandwich or to go for a walk. This mind feeling like something like this. And this energy in us, we have lived with and obeyed for a very long time. I'm not asking you to change your energy. I'm asking you to take a look. Don't identify so quickly. Observe for as long as you can without logging in with your identity. Who can follow this? Who will continue to follow this? Thank you. Okay. Then, if this is here for you to clarify, not just with words, because I will not just listen to you, because many people go, yes, I've been there, Georgie, I've done it. Can I have the certificate? I want to go and teach. I'm saying, shut up. Not you. The one in whose presence is shining in that understanding does not have to say. They are naturally attractive to those who venerate truth, that seek or love God, and who is here to discover the truth. You're naturally attracted. You have to go around going, no. You don't have to say anything at all. Move in your life. Your very presence, in fact, without intention, communicates something more deep than your mind can ever do. You become the embodiment of love and peace and health and joy. When your life becomes the evidence that God exists. But it's not enough to say, you read it, oh yes, I got it. No. You must stay with it until you're not able to not stay with it. That it stays with you as you. In fact, it doesn't come from anywhere because it is not located elsewhere. It is here, only to be discovered, to be recognized and honored. I feel happy within myself because in the space of an hour or so, I feel enough in my heart. I communicate something, but now that understanding must detonate in you, must combust into spirit in you. That is called sadhana. You continue to look, not just to believe. We think in this world, if you study something, some people have a very strong intellect, they grasp something, we call it knowledge. But if it is not known in your heart, in a time of great challenge or stress, whatever you think you know, only mentally it will collapse under pressure. Therefore, it's important that you just stay with it. At first, it might feel, oh, my mind is too strong for this. Don't give in to that. Continue. Grace is with you. Your mind cannot do it by itself. Your person cannot do it by itself. Because largely what you conceive of to be your person is mostly shaped in the mind. But you are not just your mind. You're infinitely greater than what your mind can present. I don't want you just to hear this or to say I believe or agree or disagree, but to discover and prove if my words are true when followed or not true. And I'm not going to tell you need 6 months to find out. Some of you know already, beyond mental knowing. Your life is becoming more and more this. I don't have anything else to share for the moment like this. And nothing more is needed for now. Thank you.
Family. Just to be in that moment of realization of the opening that our brother Umuji was able to impart to us. We have to realize that the journey is self-discovery, and the self-discovery is within every one of us. Every one of us. As we, as devoted people, to find the peace not only within ourselves, but for the world. We are the epitomization of what peace and unity is and will be in the future. Let that be it. Let that be the main force of how we move forward, yeah?
I've got that top ranking down, going to mash them down. So gather the people from around, get them to rock to the sound. I miss the sing this song of culture. I miss the singing them songs of love. I miss the singing them songs of culture. I miss the singing them songs of love. I miss the forward, never run about, never forward, never a backward, never. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Some for the people to unite, teaching them not to fight. Manners must turn to discipline. That's what true justice will celebrate. Sing them a song of culture. I miss the singing them songs of love. I miss the singing them songs of culture. I miss the singing them songs of love. I miss the forward, never run backward, never forward, never a backward, never a backward, never a backward, never. Yeah. Singing them a song of a culture. I'm singing them a songs of love. Singing them a song of a culture. I'm singing them a songs of love. I'm forward, never forward, never a backward, never a backward, never a backward, never, singing them a song of a good.
Your finger there, so.
Never be what I say on that. I'll never be the one I say on that.
Soon come.
each and every morning as I rise, I pray. I give thanks and praises for His blessings, so He can guide me along the way. Each and every day as I pray, I can really live without the blessing. Yes, you should know yourself, I say. You got to know what you're living for. Jah is the ruler, Jah is the teacher, Jah is my life and my salvation. Yeah. There is no one that I should fear. How can we live without your blessing? Yeah, yeah. Jah Jah will guide and protect us all. I say, never give up. I say, I never give up, never give up. Jah is my life and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Jah is my life. You got to know what you're living for. Jah is the ruler, Jah is my teacher. I never give up. Oh, no. Oh, Jah, oh, Jah, oh, Jah. How can you live without your blessing? Yeah. Clean and pure in heart, Jah Jah will walk in His sight. Jah Jah you keep a and every day. Jah is the ruler, Jah is the teacher. I will never stumble or fall. No, I never give up until never give up until ja, 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 ja. You got to know what you're living for.
As we draw to the end of this one, yeah, the end of the ancestral voices, we move into our next segment of the said mind soul connection. Right? I'm telling you. Oh boy. Oh, things that has happened in the last 6 months. The world has really turned on its head. Yet again, we are facing a lot of challenges. Challenges, I would say, out there. Hold on, let me just turn off this thing because. Okay, that's a little bit better now. Right. So if you want to join in a conversation for what we have heard, because we're just looking for finding peace and unity right now and peace to the world. What can I say? Over the last few days, right? I have to work my way backwards on this thing here because it's just pure madness that is coming through, and of course we have to filter out all of the distractions as well. We have to filter them things out. And when I say filter, unfortunately, there's a whole lot of different propaganda that is being spread around, right? And I was speaking with some people who are residing around the world in different regions, yeah, in the Americas, the islands, the Caribbeans, um, Europe as well, and Americas. I did mention Americas already. Anyhow, so I was speaking with certain people, and even more now, the importance of us coming together and really have an understanding, an understanding of each other's culture is absolutely vital. We also have to be aware of not only the culture, but we have to be aware of the amount of lies that has been put out just for sensationalization, right? Lies that has been put out for sensationalization. But let's just talk about the unity that is required right now of all of us right here, right now. There has been a lot of speculative comments, a lot of speculative incitement for just popularity, right? Towards the outcome of certain things that are happening around the world, right? And I could literally generalize because it seems to be a pattern right across the world. You say this or indicate something is going to happen with that. And then somebody will come, oh, well, this is how it has been all the time. Oh, this is what is going to happen in the future. Oh, they give you a full breakdown of how this and that work and where it come from and who in and out. And they don't even know your surname. They don't even know your surname. They don't even know your proper name because half of them can't even pronounce it properly, right? Especially the AI can't even pronounce your name properly, right? And all of a sudden, there's going to be a flood of information. And guess what? If people start looking on these things, right, or taking that information in and then repeating it with their little piece of added piece onto it, 3, 4, 5 times, 10 times down the line, which then totally distorts anything of the original message, what do you think is going to happen? People are going to take the one that sounds the most popular, which usually isn't the truth anyway. Right? I'll tell you, no. So even being a person who's observant visually, I noticed that a lot of these clips that have been coming up, they've been out here and they are portraying disasters, floodings, and was it flash flood? 35 feet waves and all this type of thing there, right? And then if you really know, and you're looking at certain things on these so-called clips, they will only be up for like 2 seconds, 1 second, and all them things there. But it's so impactful that you got like 30, 40 clips all crammed together of natural disasters, of floodings, right? And then all of a sudden, you pick up on something like like a a car number plate, and you say, "But wait, that's not even in that region's number plate, or written in that way, or a different language. Might be an Arabic language or something." And you think, so how's that work? How does that work? And then you look at other vehicles in there, and you say, "But they're all Arabic. So how can they put in that with what is happening in America?" Right? Unless they got a whole street of Arabic vehicles and it get washed away, right? So who's telling the truth here? And this is the thing. This is the thing that is happening on a regular basis. Regular basis. And I'm hearing and listening to other people speaking. I'm hearing and listening to other people speaking. And guess what's happening? They're repeating the same foolishness. Oh, did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see how? Did you see when? Huh? He said this, she said that. Right? And then this is what is happening with all of these other things. This is what is happening with all of the media, what is out there. And we have to do our due diligence and ensure what we are sharing here on the Galaxy of We, the only de-brainwashing station, is authentic. It's authentic. Don't get me wrong, some of it is very funny, I have to say. But don't take everything on, say that is the truth until you do your due diligence, please, before you start sharing. Because that will damage your credibility if that what you're saying ends up to be a lie. You hear me now, family? It's just a warning. It's just a warning. Good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon.
How you doing, brother Aston? You good?
I'm
Nice
very.
sunny day, yes?
Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. This. Let me tell you something. I know that. I know some people are skeptics and everything around all of this, right? But the other day when I was in my meditation, right, I was there and I said, "Yo, Mr. G, it's about time you give me a good sunbeard now, right?" So said, so done. So, me and him is all right still.
That's good to hear that. Good to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, in context, flooding is expected, around the world generally, especially the low-lying nations.
Mm-hmm.
It is expected. But all the other things, as you say, could be man-made. All the other things, but flooding is expected, considering the world we live in. It's 70% water, isn't it? The so-called 5 to 7 billion people in the world, we only occupy about 30% of land.
Well, I would say, because let's just look back to what happened down in the Mississippi Delta area, right? And there was a massive flood down there on below the sea line area, right? Now they have been physically holding back the tidal flows for years prior to that flood. What happened down there, right? And then they withheld the budgeting of reinforcing those things.
Yeah, right? The barriers.
Yes. And then guess what happened? All that water from all the raising water come over, right? But obviously they never realized it would be such a detrimental thing that would happen in that area.
Yeah, but brother Aston, let me tell you one thing that's factual. Maybe, but from my perspective, look, you could never control the water, no matter how much barriers you put there. It's bound to burst.
Exactly.
It will burst eventually. You just cannot take on the waterways. You can't.
Exactly.
It's something that we have to respect. When you're talking about water, we're talking of several oceans: the Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Southern Ocean, the Pacific Oceans.
And what water and the planet is doing, it's a natural course of its development, its evolvement, right? The fact that you as a human thinking, oh, let me throw some money at this and it will stop it. No, get out of the way. You understand?
Yeah.
Right? Because I will tell you this now, right? There are islands in the Caribbean and the Pacific, right?
Mm-hmm.
That have disappeared. They've disappeared, literally. You understand? Why? Because yes, the earth moves and it changes. Right? So therefore, don't why are we fooling ourselves that oh we can prevent this? No, you can't. You can't even stop war. Right? You can't even stop diseases that is prevalent in your own society. How are you gonna stop nature?
Well, exactly. Because I mean, as we travel, we human beings travel from A to B. We still got to travel above water. Again back to the oceans again. Just as you just mentioned a while ago. The travel we don't we just can't afford that. As you said that the island evolved from time, don't they?
Yeah.
Island evolved due to the breaking of the sea.
Yeah.
And some islands are bigger than others. But some of these places are beautiful. You just mentioned the Pacific. There's many places I would like to go, like all these places where the black-looking monument, like Easter Island, Vanuatu, and what's the other place? New Caledonia, and all the other Fiji, Guinea, and Papua New Guinea. It's quite fascinating.
The thing is, my brother, we don't have to restrict ourselves to one region, right?
No,
we have appreciation of where we originated from. Yes, we do. But just like those of ancient, right? They went and migrated right around the world. Hence, that's why we have evidence of their presence around the world. You understand? So it's not a case of that you have to be in one place and all this and segregate yourself and all them. Don't get me wrong, segregate yourself from those who are trying to destroy you. Yes,
of course.
But it doesn't prevent you from moving to different regions around the world if it's necessary for survival of yourself and your family. It doesn't prevent you.
Well, of course not, because it's just general movement, as you just saying. It's general movement. Nobody could stop anyone from going anywhere they like. Generally, the society is a free society.
Exactly.
Exactly. One of the fascinating things I noticed about Easter Island, which is in the Pacific somewhere, where halfway between is Australia and the other place. But some of the statues, the emblems, it's obvious that Africans did occupy those lands. And then like in the Pacific, look how far away it's from. The Pacific Ocean is from the mainland Africa, most of the continent.
Yeah.
So it just does explain something there. So it's something to see.
Yeah. This is the beauty of what's happened is that no matter how they look at it and how they try to mask it, right? They can't deny the real facts of, hey, that looks like a black person, that looks like a black man or African, right? And then they look around and everything there indicates, oh, that's just linked with somebody not so far, another region not too far from here, where we found other artifacts, and they can trace the line of our presence. Unfortunately,
sorry, quickly. And if you look at some of those islands, Brother Aston, I mean, some of them, they've never made no contact with white people. They've never seen the white person before.
Yeah.
Because there's some of those, I won't say they're primitive or so. You just say lifestyle. They don't evolve with mankind. It's just like people might go there, explorers, talk about European explorer, in order to get them to try and make them catch disease, which is unknown. Hence, they tend to use what's available to try and chase invaders away. How you fire a bow and an arrow at them, It happens in the other place, the Adnan Island, which is going back further into the Indian Ocean.
Yeah,
exactly. There's no contact. Even the government have banned black of me and you, or white people, or explorers, so-called, from going there. It's forbidden. because the people who occupy that will not take to any outsiders, and that's understandable.
Right. And rightly so. They're defending just like any creature in those areas, right? You think you can go walk into like a wolf area or a lion's area? No, this is my territory. Here, so anybody coming at this get dealt with. You understand?
Yeah.
Right? And it's the same thing. Instinctively, it's like even when you have your home, you don't let any and everybody just come in, so eat out your food and all them things there, right? So no, weird. You wasn't invited into this, yeah. But
there are unknown places in different parts of the world where it's just there are people living on the island, but they're just not evolved with the rest of the world, and you can't blame them, And then with the like of the people from the so-called civilized world bringing disease, as you said, they will not tolerate that. They will chase you away with whatever they've got, whether it's a bow and an arrow or whatever they've got. They will try and get you away as far away as possible, rather than go direct to the government. The people will tolerate you,
They were. I recall a few years ago, right? There was this man, and he was living in like I think it was in the Pacific Islands or so. And what happened? He said, "Yeah, I used to live in New York, right?" And he said, "Oh, why did you leave from there?" And he said, "Well, I was working, and what I was working, the amount of money that I was having at the end of the month was just enough to just feed myself. So it wasn't for any profit or anything like this." And he said, "I came home on holiday, and I was in the same house that my father built years ago. And then he said, you know what, I'm going to stay here, right? And then he goes out, catches his food and everything that he needs. He's growing his own food on his own land, right? And he has his family, his wife and children there. And he said that I've got 4 houses now that I've built here. He says every year I build a new house, yeah, and then I rent it out to visitors to come and stay here, right? You see, and the man, his priorities and his desires and needs were completely opposite to what he thought he would have gained from working in the city or in New York. That's all. You understand, right? And this is the freedom that we have right at our fingertips. This is the freedom that we have. We don't need to restrain ourselves to be following a system or those systems that don't represent, support, or even look for our welfare, because as soon as your eye closes, they just replace it with another body. Right? They don't have no morals to come and look for you or anything like that. They're not your family. They're not looking to your welfare. And it's a shame. It's a real shame that we're not waking up from this degradation type of living that most of us are under or within. Craziness.
Yeah, I think you mentioned the Mississippi River, which flows through Southern America. Yes, but that river there is tributary to the Atlantic Ocean. No matter how you try to build a barrier there, I don't think it can work. It can't work because it's meant tributary to all the other rivers in America, like the Hudson River, which is further. That's on the East Coast. The Hudson River is New York, yeah, and Manhattan, another area. I mean, those are tributary to the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, I think it makes the Pacific on the southern, the southeast, the northeast. Yeah, that's it. It means places like Connecticut and Maine and Vermont. So there's nothing they could do. America is built on low land, part of it.
Exactly.
With the exception of places like New York, which are kind of upper.
But all that area, all New Orleans and all that, that's all swampland.
Of course.
That's all swampland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened there is a natural thing anyway. Natural. Yeah? But the fact is that people, basically, they're pushing and pushing and pushing people off the land. This is, look, the way how most of the governments are treating a lot of these natural disasters now is, you know what, let them get on with it. Let them get on with it. Because like even with that one there in Texas, there the other day, right? Although it was all it was a flash flood. It wasn't like a big national disaster as such in that way there, but it was just a flash flood, right? And even though the amount that was taken away or the properties that were taken away and everything like that, that can be covered. That could be covered in no time.
Well, of course,
right? That would be covered in no time. Hence, I feel that's why they never reported it that way. They never reported it in that way. Right?
Yeah. As you said, they reported it as if it's an accident. It's not an accident. It's man-made. It's part of nature. That's something they could never stop. And I think that I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe that's what causes all the hurricanes. Because it's what happens in America causes all in the Caribbean because of the plates. They dredge the water by trying to block the Mississippi. Yeah, it causes hurricane. In a neighboring nation.
Somewhere's going to choke. Somewhere's going to choke. They were showing. I'm sure it was yesterday that I saw this. In 3 areas, active volcanoes that are actually spewing out lava right now. So things are like pressure is building up, one thing or another, right? And as it releases, it moves. You understand? As the earth as the earth releases, it moves. Things move.
Because it's eruptions.
Yeah. You're going to get the tectonic plates moving and shuffling and thing. So you're going to get the earthquakes and everything like this, around in different areas and everything. Which if you did take note of it, over the last 12 months, the amount of earthquakes that was being reported around the world at the same, in various places. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, what you're saying that makes sense, Brother Asim, because if you look at, I just mentioned all the main ocean of the world. I mean, under that is mountains. Some of them are higher than this, the standard tower block in London, about 10 stack up on top of one another. So all that, as you say, under the seabed, the ocean bed, it's all, as you say, it's all eruptions, So
that's happening
part of nature.
That's happening continuously. Continuously. You understand? Right?
Yeah.
So when we get the effects of those things now, right? Unfortunately, they only going by what you can see. Like they're still treating us in an ignorant state, right? Which they shouldn't do, really. In my opinion, they should not be doing that.
Right? We know. Some of us know. Yeah, we know. Don't need social media to really put into perspective for us. We know. The truth always come out in the end eventually, doesn't it?
This is why I am talking in this way today, to say, look, whatever you're being presented with is not necessarily the truth. Right? What you're being presented with, right, is probably depictions of what another person thinks it can be. But let's go into the real facts of this and learn about yourself, this planet, and how you play your part in this planet. You understand? Move safely. Move safely
around. Okay, Brother Asun, I'll let you get on with the rest of your show, okay?
Right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Brother Ade.
Okay, then.
Thank you. That's our Brother Ade there. Right? If you want to call in and join us, you can join us on 074 953 95360 or 0203 576 1786. Okay, you can call us on those 2 numbers there. Right? And also you can text us on 079 47 479 219. Okay, so those numbers are all active and ready for you to interact. Right? Very, very important point that our brother just pointed out to us, right? That we right need to really look into what this media is trying to sell us at the same time and telling us at the same time, right? Don't be fooled, please, please, please. Don't be fooled or drawn into the way of how a lot of these medias are trying to drag us into, right? Also, language. When I say language, I do mean the literal language of what we are. Oh, let's see. Okay. Just checking something here. And that is on Saturday, isn't it? Okay, I got it. Yeah. So the language that is being used by so many of these media, and the thing is that they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing, right? Don't get dragged down in every corner. Don't be held hostage by every posting, right? I noticed that there's been a slowdown of Ibrahim Torres' presence, right? Don't lose your eye off the ball. Don't move your eye off the ball, right? Because remember, he's there. He's doing what he needs to do. Keeping him in our presence and our eye contact, right, is vital, right? We've done the mathematics. We've seen the historical evidence of how people are operating, right? Right now, here in England, we have the leader of the France. He's over here in the UK. If anything, we supposed to be out there, where him there, protesting 24/7. Move you out of Africa. Right here, right now. Move out of Africa. Right here, right now. Although he's just the prime minister. He's only the prime minister. But even though he's a representative of what that place can do. Move out of Africa. That is what we say. That is what we believe. Right? What actions are you taking? What actions are you taking personally to ensure that they know you're serious about that? They know that you're serious about that, right? Because even now, right? With the unification that people are saying, you know what, we want these African want these French out of Africa in the way how they have been acting towards us for hundreds of years. Time up now, time up. Right? And sorry. But that's not the only region. Burkina Faso is not the only region that it is happening as well, It's happening in other places that they're demanding that their presence be taken out of Africa for them to have their sovereignty, right? All of this independence dance and all them things there is a foolishness. Foolishness. Right? And the reason why I'm saying that, right? They say, oh, independent, we're free. We're not free. your judicial, and your still governmental system answers to a state that is outside of your region where you are residing. Don't do that. And yes, there is going to be a call for return to your originator. Return to your originator. Yes, there is going to be a call for that. And the reason why there is going to be a call for that is because that is how this system is working its way around. What happens in America? Well, soon happen in England. But they've been doing this thing in England for such a long time already. They've been doing it. This is one of the things that was catch up the other day, right? If I catch it on here, I hope I do. If I catch it on here, I will share it with you, right? And it was a news item, and I had to do some get research to find out the authenticity of it, right? I had to find out. I don't know. Let's just see if I can find it. If I can find it, then I will share it with you. Just give me a sec. Just give me a second there, yeah. Let me see if I can find it. If I can find it. No. Or even talk about the Windrush Square incident. No, that's not it. It's not him. Let's see. Where are we? Where are we? There's so many things that you guys have put on here, you know. So many things. There's so many things you put on here. I'm just hoping that I can find it right here, right now. Hold on. Oh boy. I think this is it here, you know. Let me see. Let me just see if it's this one. I think it's this one here. This is pertaining. What I'm looking for is a thing that is pertaining to the government's sneaky way of how they're dealing with. Um, right. Let me just see. I think it's this one. Yes, it is actually. Okay, listen to this. See what? Watch this now. To this. It's getting a bit hot now. You hearing that? Are you, are you hearing that? The man, the man has had some bills passed. What he's done is just flooded the whole entire network of political system with all of these different executive orders, change of Bill of Rights. You think it's him one who doing this? You think it's him one who's doing this? No. No. And the thing is that as that bunch of information come through, they've got a calligraphy of ways how to represent those same things that they want. And probably what they were aiming for in the first place wasn't exactly what they wanted, but it was part of it. So they adjust it a little. So it doesn't look so bad. But that not so bad is exactly what they need, and that's what they want. Right? Imagine now an organization. Imagine now, like, okay, let's put it into perspective here. We know of the immigration force over here, or anti-terrorist force over here, right? Imagine now, all of a sudden, overnight, the police force, which we have various ones around England, right? The police force, all of a sudden, is a minor because they got another force on top of that that has taken over, right? We call it the anti-terrorist thing, right? And immigration. And then all of a sudden, they are increased by 10 times more than what the police force is now. So on a daily basis, the only thing that is holding them back really is their processing. And what they're saying, basically, like what's happening in America, what they've been given the opportunity to do, is they can grab anyone, anywhere. They can grab anyone, anywhere, right? And they don't have to tell them why or whatever, and they can just put them into the system. So basically, your family, your person could be walking down the street, right? Your person could be walking down the street, and guess what? They get picked up, and the next time you might hear from them, it's a phone call from a strange number. Who's this? It's me. Hello, Smee. Where are you? I'm in Africa. I'm in Jamaica. So what are you doing over there? I was deported. And that's the first you'll probably hear about it because he's disappeared of the thing for 2 months. That's the first time you're going to hear. Hmm? And that's not only man, woman too. All ages, all abilities or disabilities. Right? They just come, take up and gone. They just come and take up and gone. That's right. That's the type of thing that would happen. And that is a thing that is happening right now. Right now. So, look, I ain't going to say, oh, we know how to defend this and defend that. I'm not going to say that. I will not say that. And the reason why I won't say it is because what's happening for you, you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it in your way. What happens for me, I have to deal with it in my way. So, please, make sure you got your documentations. Make sure you got some crash money as well. Right? Whatever. Make sure you got some crash money. And then, you know what? Even do your preparation for your own reparation. If you can get out of the way, as Brother Ada and myself was just talking about, get out of the way of this disaster that is about to happen. This disaster that is about to happen. Get out of the way. Okay? And the reason why I'm telling you this and I'm asking you to do this is because I can foresee that is going to happen very easily. Very easily. And I'm going to tell you now, there won't be 1,000 people standing outside the police station crying out your name. There will not be 1,000 people at the airport trying to prevent your plane from taking off, or at the ferry station where the boat is going to be casting off to prevent you from getting onto the boat or them dragging you onto the boat and all them things there. There will not be those there. Right? I'm telling you this now. Okay? So people, be aware. War has been declared on all of us. We're in a global war right here, right now, and today. Make it known who you are, where you are, what your intentions are towards all of these people who are here coming to disrupt your life, our lives, and ensure that they know say that I is here to stay. I is a free man, right? No matter where we go, no matter who you are with, we are free. You hear me? Free to be anywhere we can go. All right. Good vibes. Max. Come true with their song, brother.
Chillin' monsters. Yeah. Nice and easy.
Strolling on the streets and picking up the vibes in Jamaica.
That's right.
Rolling into Negro Beach and sipping boom margarita. On the road to Kingston, feel the energy in the house of Marley. Hear the drum and bass so good, yeah, it's a funky reggae party.
That's right.
Just beautiful vibes, make me feel alive. We don't have to run the line. Just pure good vibes, pure good vibes. Make me feel alive. We don't have to run the line. Just pure good vibes. Tuning into Ivy Rhythm Blazing on the radio station. See the way I'm living, no, I need no validation.
That's right.
Moving with the girl, the way they move, reflecting on the ocean. Yeah, riding on a song, but now I know my spirit can't be broken. Just pure good vibes. Feel alive. We don't have to run the line. Just pure good vibes. Just pure good vibes. Make me feel alive. Pure good vibes.
It's the feel of vibe and the feelings right. No stress, nothing less. Non-stop, positive vibes are up. Just like you know we should, yeah. Yes, pure good vibes, yeah.
Make me feel alive.
Yeah,
We don't have to run the line. Pure good vibes.
just pure good vibes.
Feel alive. We don't have to run the line. Just pure good vibes.
Just pure good vibes. Yeah.
Make me feel alive. We don't have to run the line. Just pure good vibes.
Yes. Just pure good vibes.
Feel alive. We don't have to run the line. Just pure good vibes.
Pure good, pure good, pure good.
Yet if I can relax and you took all the world. Is it material things you're running after? Or is it crazy that you're giving on to rest? I really wanna know right now. I gave a hand unto the wicked, but I gave him it with caution. While I was giving love,
He was seeking for reaction. Tell me, is it material things you're running after? Or is it crazy that you're giving on to rest? I really wanna know right now. Yes, I really wanna know right now. Oh, Mr. Lincoln. I know you wasn't around when I was living myself. Oh gosh. Yet you sit back and relax and you took all the well. Is it material things you're running after? Or is it praises you are giving on to rest? Please, I really wanna know right now. Really wanna know right now. You put your trust in vanity and forget about your liberty. But I really wanna know right now. Now we get to understand. You are just a material man. Now we get to know that man. Oh no, here I come with love and not hatred. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Envy no one, no wish to be with me. For there comes the day when you'll be free by the Father's hand. Give up your children. Oh yeah, give up past the children. Yeah. My head is anointed and my cup runneth over. Yeah, baby. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Here I come with love and not hatred. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Envy no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there comes the day when you'll be reached by the Father's hand. Live a good children. Live a good children. Okay. Forgive us. Forgive us. My head is anointed and my cup runneth over. Yeah. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nestled between lush green hills and a shimmering river, life thrived in harmony with the rhythm of nature. Among the villagers, one man stood out, Kwesi, a gifted drummer whose beats together, heartbeat of the village, a rhythm that resonated in every celebration, every ritual, and every shared moment of joy. Kwesi's drum was an extension of his soul. With every beat, he told stories of the land, of love, and of the resilience of his people. His hands moved with a grace that seemed almost divine, and his smile, as he played, was infectious. The villagers danced, their feet moving to the pulse, but fate, as unpredictable as the river's flow, had a different rhythm in store for Kwesi. One fateful afternoon, while gathering wood for his drum, a sudden storm rolled in. Lightning struck a nearby tree, sending it crashing down. In his attempt to escape, Kwesi stumbled, and the tree's heavy branch fell upon his hands, the very hands that had given life to the drum's beat. The village was plunged into silence. Kwesi's hands were injured, and with them, his ability to drum. The once vibrant rhythm that filled the air was now a haunting silence. The villagers, who had always found solace and joy in his music, now watched in despair as Kwesi withdrew into himself, his heart heavy with the loss of his gift. Kwesi him. The children who once danced to his beats now played in quiet whispers. The festivals were subdued, missing the vibrant energy that his drumming had once brought. His drum, now gathering dust in the corner, seemed to echo the silence of his heart. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the village, an elder Nana Kofi visited Kwesi to see beyond the surface of things. He sat beside Kwesi, saying nothing at first, allowing the silence to speak. Then, in a voice as gentle as the evening breeze, he said, "Kwesi, the rhythm of life is not just in the drum. It's in the river's flow, the wind's whisper, and the beating of our hearts. Your rhythm is still within you, waiting to be found." Kwesi listened, the elder's words stirring something deep within him. That night, he dreamed of drumming again, not as he once did, but in a new way, one that embraced his pain and his healing. He awoke with a sense of purpose he hadn't felt since the accident. With trembling hands, Kwesi approached his drum. He touched its surface, feeling its familiar texture. Slowly, hesitantly, he began to tap out a simple rhythm. It was uneven, faltering, but it was a beginning. Each day, he practiced, rediscovering the rhythm within. His beat spoke of struggle and hope, of loss, and the courage to begin anew. The villagers, hearing the faint beats, gathered outside Kwesi's home. They watched as he drummed, his eyes closed, lost in the music that once again flowed from his soul. The rhythm grew stronger, more confident. Kwesi's heart swelled with a joy he hadn't known he could feel again. One day, the village held a festival, their first since Kwesi's accident. The air was thick with anticipation. Kwesi, now standing tall, took his place at the center. His hands, though scarred, moved with a grace that told of his journey. He began to drum, and the villagers, overcome with emotion, joined in the dance. Their feet moved to the beat of his drum, their hearts to the rhythm of his resilience. As the stars adorned the night sky, Kwesi sat in quiet reflection. He had found his rhythm again, not in the perfection of his previous beats, but in the journey of healing and rediscovery. His music now carried a depth it hadn't before, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Kwesi's story spread beyond the village, inspiring others to find their rhythm in the face of adversity. He became a symbol of hope, a reminder that the rhythm of life never fades. It only changes, growing stronger with every beat. And so, Kwesi, the once silent drummer, played on, his legacy echoing through the generations. For in the rhythm of life, every beat counts, and every silence has its music waiting to be heard. But the journey to rediscovery was not a straight path. Days of progress were often followed by nights of despair. There were moments when Kwesi's hands trembled too much to play, and he would sit in frustration, the silence pressing down on him. In those moments, the villagers offered quiet support. They brought food, shared stories, and sometimes just sat with him, their presence a reminder that he was not alone. One day, a young girl named Abena, who had always admired Kwesi's drumming, approached him with a small handmade drum. Her eyes sparkled with innocence and hope. "Will you teach me, Kwesi?" she asked, holding out the drum. Her request stirred something within him, a realization that his gift could still live on through others. Teaching Abena became a new rhythm for Kwesi. He found joy in guiding her small hands, in watching her eyes light up when she mastered a new beat. Her laughter filled the air, blending with the tentative beats of the drum, creating a mix. More children joined. Kwesi's home became a place of learning and laughter. The sound of drums, once silenced, now echoed through the village, each beat a testament to resilience and community. Kwesi's hands, though not as they once were, festival approached, and this year it carried a special significance. The villagers prepared with renewed energy, their spirits lifted by the return of music. Kwesi took the stage, his heart pounding with a mix of nerves and excitement. As the first beats resonated, a hush fell over the crowd. Kwesi's hands moved, guiding the children in a symphony of rhythm, unity, and joy. Tears glistened in the eyes of many, for they witnessed not just a performance, but a journey of healing, of finding strength in the face of adversity. As the festival came to a close, Kwesi stood before his people, his heart full. He had found his rhythm again, in a new way, through teaching, through sharing, through the love of his community. His story, once of loss, had become one of renewal, of finding new ways to beat against the silence. And so, Kwesi's legacy lived on, not just in the beats of his drum, but in the hearts of those he had inspired. For in the rhythm of life, every beat, every silence, every moment matters. And in finding new rhythms, we discover the strength to carry on.
Markings on my mind. Man at the crossroads, at odds with an angry sky. Until the gods are all angry. You hear, it's a sign of markings on my mind. Man and a clock at odds with an angry sky. There can be no salvation. There can be no rest until all old customs are put to the test. The gods are all angry. You hear from the breeze as night slams like a hammer. Yeah, and you drop to your knees. The questions can't be answered. You're always haunted by the past. The world's full of children who grew up too fast. But where can you run since there ain't nowhere you're home? You know that no one will ever miss you, yeah, yeah, yeah. When you finally gone, so you cry like the baby, baby, or you go out and get high. But there ain't no peace on earth, man. Maybe peace when you die. Yeah.
You're in tune to the Blacknificent Show here on the Galaxy of the We.net.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nub. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on sports from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replays. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on the rails with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still lights of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry women patients and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Key, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
On that note, remembering the 1st of August, 10 a.m., Friday, 10 a.m., right, the 1st of August, 2025. Be there at the Windrush Square. Be there at the Windrush Square, 21st of August. 21st. The 1st of August, 1st of Mosiah, right? We do this in remembrance and in the reverence of Frank Ferdinand, Samora Michael, Queen Nzinga, Haile Selassie, Thomas Sankara, Ibn Toure, Patrice Lumumba, Malcolm X, Kwame Nkrumah, Winnie Mandela, Marcus Garvey, and Jean-Jacques Dessalines as well, amongst others as well. Yeah? Amongst others. Please, 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 let's be there on time for 10, right? Bring your neighbor too. Bring your neighbors as well, right? For there on the 10th, 1st of August 2025, Windrush Square, London, UK, at SW2 1JX, for all those who don't know where it is. Okay? Be there and be square, right? If you want a stall for that event that will be in that location, it will be at Auntie Jeans. Call Auntie Jeans on 079 6188 6032. 079 6188 6032. Okay, so you can go to, you can bring your wares, bring your information and everything else. And I think that would be a good thing, that if you're giving out some information, you got your flyers already, right? Get them all ready so that you can hand them out to whoever is there as well. Bring yourself a bag as well, because you notice the amount of things that you collect on the way there. This Saturday, July the 12th, right? Get your running shoes on, 10:30 to 5 p.m., right? 10:30 to 5 p.m., right? Come early again, Right, so have your breakfast early on this Saturday. This Saturday, okay, and that will be the Pan African Sports and Culture Day. Theme: 100 years since the birth of Mwali, Malcolm X, Patrice Lumumba, and Franz Fanon. Boy, everybody's there. Everybody's there, right? Attending a medal ceremony by Ashley Theo, Theophon, right? A local young lad who's a boxer. He'd be there and he'd be giving out some medals and everything to those who are participating in that. Okay, let's see what we are to say. Let's see what we got here. Right. Featuring fitness stretching warm up for all athletes, masterclass exhibitions, fitness challenges, 40 to 100 meters sprint and relay, mini hurdles, under 11s, right? Magic show by Biodente and Sangoma and other drummers as well. So it looked like you can bring your drummer along and have a drumathon. Okay. Free health check and info store, education and cultural stores. Tug of war, the tug of war, right? High jumps, right? Are we talking about the African high jump? Or are we talking about jumping over a stick? Hey, right? Friendly games, right? So there might be chess or even a domino circle. Just saying, I'm just saying. Egg and spoon race, right? Scrambled eggs. Football tournament. Oh yes, and there is. Oh yeah, and dominoes. Right, I know that's that little bead game with the scoop out. You know, with the little seeds and in the scoop out, and they do a little game there. Even learn how to play it, man. Learn how to play it. Right, little life learners. Mm-hmm. Jamaica National Advice, cultural vibes, and refreshments will be available. There better be. There better be. Better have a good juice installed there for me. Anyhow, right? So please, everybody, be involved in that. Be involved. Come along. Get involved. Right along there. Right with all the other sponsors that will be there on the day. Right, come and meet us all down there. And also, let's see, the following Sunday, the following Sunday, right? So that'll be the 12th, and on the 20th of July, we have a tribute to our legend, Brother Dougie Williams. Yes, this will be on Sunday, the 20th of July, 2025. And that will be at the Chestnut Community Center, 280 St. Anne's Road, Tottenham, N15 5BN. That is 208 St. Anne's Road, Tottenham, N15 5BN, right? Free entry, right? Free entry. And that will be from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, so if you have an afternoon that you could come down there, that would be fantastic as well. Right, so we've got 3 events over the next couple of strongs here. So this Saturday, 12th at 2025. Saturday, the 12th of July, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll be down there in the Battersea Millennium Arena, Battersea Park, SW11 4NJ. Okay, so you can go down there. Entrance is £5, which is obviously a donation towards the schools that will be participating in that, right? And £1 per child. Okay, £5 for adults and £1 per child. That's a bargain right there, sir. Right, so come down there with your sportswear and ready to participate in that. Right, twist and turn and bend and everything and run and everything, like you're a little child. Don't worry, they got things there that will help you to recover as well. No doubt, no doubt. We will all need something like that at the end of the evening, isn't it? Yeah? A good full body massage, please. A good full body massage is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this thing here. I want to give you a piece of this works that here we are. That I did have a couple. This is a few years now. 3 years ago. So I'm hoping that's the right section that I'm pulling out here. Our sister Sandra is very busy at the moment. She's traveling and doing her work. Hold on. There we go.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of love. Walk on through the way. Walk on through the rain. Toss and blow. Walk on in your heart, and you let you oh, walk on in your heart, and you let
You're in tune to the Blacknificent Show here on the Galaxy AlphaWe.net.
Has anybody here seen my old friend Abraham? Can you tell me where he's gone? Oh, he freed a lot of people, but it seems so good die young. Yeah, I just looked around and he was gone. Has anybody here seen my old friend John? Can you tell where he's gone? You know, he freed a lot of people, but it's the good die young. Yeah, just look around and he was gone. Oh yeah. Has anybody here seen my old friend Martin? Can you is gone. He freed a lot of people, but it seems the good die young. Yeah, I just look around and he was gone. Has anybody here seen my father? Can't tell where he's gone. You did free a lot of people, but the truth they died on. Yeah, I just looked around and he was gone.